Hey, this is Retired Geek Woman, Adventures with Rhiannon. Kynseed, Retired Slow Play, part number 2. As always, we check our nightstand, and Uncle Bill gives us brass coins for doing various tasks he asks us to do. And he's saying, a sleepyhead, don't have that much for you today. Be good if you could deliver some milk to Old Mother Hubbard over in Candlewich Cottage, I think it was. She's the master cook of Quill. So what this is he's sending us to the next skill master. We had Twig, who's the fishing skill master, and now he is sending us to Old Mother Hubbard, which is as a child, there was a nursery rhyme, Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but that's where that comes from, I would assume. And so what I'm doing here is doing a quick cooking thing to show you what this looks like. There's certain things that you have to slice with a knife, and I am so bad at it. So basically, you say what you're going to cook, and you have to put the ingredients in the little bin there, and then you have some things you have to chop, and so you can see that I got my temperature up too high. It's overcooking the honeycomb, and these are blueberries. And so each thing that you cook has a different way that you need to prepare it, and you have to watch your temperature on the stove. You want to get it so that it's cooking well but not in the red, so you got to kind of watch it, and there's a lever there to kind of turn it up and down. Now I got it a little high, but you see my timer's there, complete, and then when it says something underneath it, it either tells you that it's really good or not so good. In this case, I got a 1-star blueberry jam. So I saw that Uncle Bill had something else to say. Bad news, bad years on the farm, I won't lie. That time we had the drought was no picnic. The summer the whole veld was attacked by locusts. Oh my gosh. I'm sure things will be fine this year. Hope so. Don't need any hassles with that going on, or as a new person on the farm. So I ran over and grabbed my dandelion, and the dandelion gives us our time of the day, so it's 6 a.m. And he told us to take some milk to Mother Hubbard. So we milked our cow, check the calendar, check our task, and we can set that with our that away, and we need to go see Mother Hubbard, and we'll get 2 coins for that and take the milk to Mother Hubbard, who's way over on the other side of the map. But at this time, we've not even been there before, so we don't know how to get there for sure. And that's where our that way comes in really handy for finding things. I'm double checking to make sure if anything needs to be watered, and yes, we do have things that need to be watered. If you stand in the right place, you might be able to water 4 at a time. I never can seem to find the place, but I seem to be able to find the place to water 2 at a time. And some things don't need to be watered every day, so these items up here are just fine. I saw that our thyme was ready to be harvested. There are a few herbs around the house, the outside of the building, that you can harvest. And so I kind of run around and check that, and so that I don't miss any harvests. And there's basil. We had thyme before, so there's our basil and thyme. And there's tomatoes growing on the farm as well. And so I'm kind of grabbing everything I can. That's a tip for you. Every single thing that you see that can be picked up, pick it up. You have an unlimited inventory, so you don't have to worry about that. And most likely, about everything that you pick up, you are going to need eventually. So I haven't found anything really that doesn't get used somehow, some way. So going out this exit, which we haven't been before, is the north exit, and I'm going to I already set the that away, and I forgot about it, but she said Candlewich Cottage. So looking at our map, it's like, okay, I don't even see Candlewich Cottage on my map. What that means is we've never been there before. So we can use our Thatterway tool to help us figure out where to go, and you can see it's telling me at this point in the road to go down southwise. So if you lose track of your Thatterway and it goes off the screen and you didn't see where it went, then you can hit that again and it will continue to tell you where to go. So very useful tool, especially early on in the game when you don't know where anything is. So we're going to try this again. Let's see, we're in Candlewich Village, and we're going to Candlewich Cottage, I think. And so our little sparkly fairy guys or people or whatever they are telling us where to go. And I'm seeing things along the way. I'm seeing a couple of eggs. I saw a primrose flower. I don't have permission to pick those yet. And just kind of picking up everything along the way. and then we'll hit that again, the Thatcher Way again. And then I saw there was a lady I don't think we've met yet. Yes, we need to introduce herself, Teresa Green. So anytime we haven't met anybody yet, if they've got a whatever color orange star above their head, we need to introduce ourselves. And that way we can get them on our list of people that we met and keep track of those relationships. Relationships are very important in Kynseed. And let's see, I was trying to think, where do I need to go? So see how it's just wonderful. When I first started playing this game, I had no idea that existed because I didn't read the instructions that they were giving me very carefully. So really pay attention to the books and the tips and the suggestions that people are giving you right in the game. It will really help you. When I hit the Thatcher Way, it says you're in the correct region. So in other words, there's a cockadoo. Cockadoo is the first time I found one of those. If you are in the right area to find somebody, it just says you're in the right region. So you have to search around and to find the person or thing that you're looking for. So I'm just kind of looking around here and kind of seeing what else I can grab. Oh, look at that, a proverb. Be sure you pick up those proverbs because those can be really helpful to you. When you start to where is this fish I'm trying to look for, you may have picked up a proverb that tells you exactly where you can find it. Houses have these statues that tell you about people that are in the area, and this is probably going to be Mother Hubbard. Oh, look at this. Mother Hubbard's house is so important to us because we can pick all the fruits and vegetables around. Cured custard, oh sorry, didn't see you there, just had a recipe. Old Mother Hubbard, master cook, sources of sauces, prodigy of porridges. The gardens of goddesses themselves are perfumed with the aroma coming from my kitchen. Now, as a master, it is my sworn duty to pass on my skills to anyone who wants to learn. So if you want to be a dozen of dough, blah, 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 I help you. Again, I'm pretty new at doing this. I plan on slowing down in the future on future recordings so that I can read you all of these things that is being said. So I do apologize for these first few because I didn't do that. But that's okay, we'll get there. And Mother Hubbard is one of the skill masters, and her skill is the cooking person. So she's going to get us the cooking skill. We need to remember to deliver milk. That's our task that Uncle Bill gave us. We did that and it completed that. So to unlock the cooking skill, all we need is a cabbage. Well, when we first moved into the farm, there were cabbages already done. So glad we picked those up, remember? So because of that, she taught us how to make simpleton stew. So going forward, we're going to need 2 strawberry jams that are 2-star and a honey, I think. Yeah, 1 honey. So we need to come back with that to improve that skill. We need 5 3-star strawberries and 5 2-star simpleton stews. So those are the things that we need to keep an eye on and cook and bring back to her, and we'll improve our cooking skill. Goodness, talk much. I see that. Look at all these vegetables that we can pick up. So that is awesome. Also saw a proverb for primrose. So that's awesome. Gives us a tip there. So Mother Hubbard's place is a great resource for getting fruits and vegetables. Look at all this stuff we're getting. Now, most houses don't let you take their stuff yet. You have to befriend them to be able to harvest any other fruits and vegetables. Mother Hubbard is an exception to that rule. So look at all this stuff that we're getting. Isn't this awesome? And down here, oh, look at this. This is a goddess statue, which I should have clicked on. In each area, you're going to have some goddess, or not all of them, but most areas you're going to have goddess statues. If you click on them, it says you've discovered it. And you can use that to fast travel, and it costs you 1 apple to transfer to a different goddess statue that you've already been to. You can't go places that you've not visited before, and you can't go places that don't have goddess statues. So every place that you go to, be sure you explore it extensively. Look for flowers, items on the ground, proverbs, the goddess statues. Look for everything. Eventually, I will find other of those map stones on the Candlewick Cottage and be able to open up that whole map. And so kind of keep that in mind as you explore and have reasons to come. There's so much to do, and it seems like there's just never enough time in the day. Oh, look at this. I decided to go a little further, and I discovered a map stone. It says there's one more to be discovered on this map to open up the whole area. And so I always make it a point to try my very best to get those opened up as quickly as possible, because you can see things like places to fish or houses or whatever, all kinds of things. Look at that. It's over there. I see it now. There's also a place to fish. Well, if you've watched my previous episode, you know I'm crazy for fishing. Our map is opened up, and now I can look and say, okay, what's in this area? Candlewitch Cottage, pretty much Mother Hubbard. But also, we could do a little fishing while we're here. We've got time. As far as I can tell, looking at that clock, it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going to take that back. It's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And if you have not seen this game before, you didn't watch my first episode, I'm a child, and children have to sleep from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. every day. If you don't get home and get in bed in time, then you will fall asleep on the ground. So we don't want to do that. We want to get our night's sleep. What I did right there is when you fish, if you hit the fish right on it, then you're going to catch that fish, which is really great for catching fish that are really tough. Like that fish, I'd hit the F key to make a ripple in the water, and that fish darted away from me. So always what I try to do, if I can, is hit the fish right on it if I can. Otherwise, I'm trying to be patient as I can to wait while they come around. And I did see, I think there was another fish up here that I really wanted to try to get. Again, I love fishing. It's one of my favorite activities in the game, which I also play Stardew Valley. You can check that out on my playlist. In that game, I complain about fishing all the time because I really don't like it. In this game, it's quite the opposite. It's one of my most favorite activities to do, and I've always got my fishing rod handy to, if I happen to see a good body of water, I may just stop and fish for a minute. I have lots of reasons for doing that. This was the Brown family. I wanted to stop in. I see Arthur Brown, and I think that's wife. Is her name Teresa? I think her name's Teresa. And there's another Brown I want to get to know. His name is Ash Brown. And we had talked, we don't know what he likes, we don't know what he dislikes, but I want to try to give him a gift if I can. Look at all those carrots. Whoo-wee. I don't know if he likes them or not. And the gifts are, you get friendship points. It's based on the item as well as the quality. I got 9 friendship points for that item that I just gave Ash. When you give them things, as your relationship improves, they give you tips. Like, that's kind of a little weird tip. I don't know if it's important enough. Sometimes they're like nonsensical things, and sometimes they are very important things. So pay attention to what they say to you as your friendship increases. And even though, while I don't need a dandelion, I pick them up when I have time and I see them. And I just passed a mailbox. This is the Boiler House, and the Nettles live here. And one thing about the mailboxes is that when you're trying to make friends with a whole bunch of people, you can go to their mailboxes to get them gifts and to drop off quest items. So if you're in a hurry and you're trying to do as much as you possibly can, again, this is a retired slow play, so I play a little slower and more calmer than a lot of people. But if you're trying to max them out really, really quickly, it's a fast way to do it, is use that mailbox and drop things off and on your way. The only negative side on that I can see is that you don't get any words of wisdom from them. So if they wanted to tell you something, they wouldn't tell you whatever it is they were going to say. So you have to catch them next time. And these fish are being so elusive, and it's becoming really annoying. It's like, come on, guys. Get on my fishing rod here. I want to take you. There, I got one. Weed skimmers. As your skill increases, and you can see that my skill level, it shows real briefly there. There's a green bar above the fishing rod that shows sometimes. Just keep an eye on that, and it tells you how close you are to your next level. It looks like it's about 5 p.m. And oh, look at all these fish. Oh, temptation is right there. I'm going to have a hard time passing it up. The ones in this area seem really shy and they're hard to catch, but look at that, a coin tail. Those are worth more than the other common fish that we've been catching. So that's cool. So I'd like, if you can get it right on top. No, he's snuck underneath. And I'm still waiting for him to show up. But it's getting late. Oh, here comes somebody that we haven't met yet. It's got a orange star, a big orange star above their head. Means you haven't met them yet. And you want to make sure you meet everybody you can. Oh, look at that, another coin tail. And who do we have here? Pappy Cowe. And his relationship, look at that. His relationship is in the negative already. And it's like, some of these are, you really got to work at it. You know, if you get tips on who they are, and when you talk to other people, they'll give you tips on things people like. That's one way it really comes into play. I want to sell these. I can sell them for 3 each. Look at that. 2-star coin tails sell for 3 each. I only have 2. The shops have a limited budget, so you can only sell up to whatever their budget is. This was 25 was the budget, and I went the wrong direction. I only have 9, so I want to sell all 9 of those. And we're going to sell these. How many we have? We got 6. So it's pretty good, you know. So here we are at Kid. We got 39 brass to our name already. So I think that's pretty good. The general store is one of the ways you can sell things. You can also go to the market on market days and set up a stand and sell stuff there. I find that I might as well just come to the general store as far as my time management is concerned. And there's a whole bunch of people I haven't met yet. So I want to make sure I say hi to them. Again, it gets them on my list and I can see where our relationship is. Sometimes people have quests for you. So this is Jeffrey Black, a whippersnapper that old Bill took in. Yeah, I guess you could say that. The text on this and the conversations are just very witty sometimes and sometimes outright hilarious. So I really encourage you to read that when you have time. We'll do a better job of this in the future. I'll do a better job in the future slowing things down so that I can read that for you. I did a poll on this in my community tab, and I asked people if they wanted me to read the text, and so far of the votes that I've had, the answer is yes. So if you want a voice in that, go down to my community tab and click on some of the polls that are there and give your opinion. So John Bowes wants me to look out for a radish. I'm going to accept that quest. You can decline without any problem. And if I already had one on me, I could have given it to him right then, but I didn't have any. So I got to find a radish. We'll find one eventually, I'm sure. So let's see where we're at. It is 7 p.m. And I click on that dandelion so quickly. Sometimes I can do that as I'm walking. Oh, look at that. A river trout. Oh, wow. We need river trouts for the fishing master. So hopefully we can get a few more of those. Look at that thing right on its head. Boy, that's so cool. I don't know. I've played this for about 70 hours before starting this playthrough. I don't think that had ever happened before. So I was like, yeah. Getting those river trouts. Uh-oh, it is now 8 p.m. So it's okay. I got a river trout. It was worth it. I'm looking around to see if there's any more. So I think that's 3 river trouts. I don't know what star they are. Let's see. Let's check our skills. Fishing. That was salmon. It's the other one. Come on. Click the right one. This one. Here we are. So we need 2-star ones is what we need. 7 2-star river trouts. So I was just double checking it. And the one reason I double check it is because if I have these fish, I could drop them off and sell them at the market if they had money to pay me for them. Not the market, but the general goods store. And I don't want to sell anything that I need. So anyway, onward we go. It is after 8 p.m. going on 9 p.m. And I'm sorry, I keep hitting the wrong key sometimes. I was trying to hit the number 1 key on my keyboard to close my fishing rod, and I kept hitting the F1 key. So it's just getting used to the keys. It's all right. I'll get there and stop annoying the crud out of you guys. Don't worry. So in case I haven't said it yet, please subscribe to my channel if you have not. Subscribing helps YouTube like me better, and it lets me know that I'm doing something that other people find interesting or valuable. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's my first plug. This is one of the ponds. There's three different places to fish on the farm. So I thought I might try real quick if we had a little bit of extra time, and see if we could get a few fish here. And the one in this pond are sometimes really hard to catch, and the other one up north of where I'm standing is even harder. They don't like it when you hit the F key, which is the ripple, which makes your bob kind of ripple in the water. They don't like that, so you've almost got to hit them right on, or just happen to have them luck by and hit your fishing rod. It's 10 o'clock. When it hits 10 o'clock, it says you're feeling sleepy, which means you have 1 game hour, which I do believe is 60 seconds in real life, to get your behind to your bed. If you don't get your behind to your bed in time, you'll fall asleep on the ground. And I haven't figured out if that hurts you or not. I don't know the answer to that question. So I did see all of that, the fruits that were ready. So I grabbed them real quick. We don't need to talk to Uncle Bill. So we're going to hurry, and just in time. Whew. You have to sleep till 6 a.m. You don't have to do that as an adult, but you do as a child. And I got 2 brass waiting to be collected. That's from doing 2 tasks for Uncle Bill yesterday. So it's kind of cool that he pays you to do your chores. I never got paid for doing my chores when I was a kid, a real kid. My sibling has the highest relationship already, but they call them they in the game, not he or she, and there's never a name mentioned. They give you all kinds of tips, suggestions. They never give you quests, really, but let's see, use a sickle to harvest the wheat and cut through grass. So get a sickle from the blacksmith is one of our tasks today. And Uncle Bill is just kind of filling us in on the history of the farm. So our task today is we need to go see the blacksmith, which he is in town. His name is Jeremie, and we need to go see him today. So I thought I might double check our stuff and see if anything needs to be watered. Looks like those things are growing just fine. And I noticed I still have one dandelion. Oh, my sibling had another thing they want to tell me, so stop and have a quick conversation with them. Were we bad children? No. No. Children aren't born bad. Not at all. So, I don't know. We got some things to harvest, so look at that. Look at that. You can water those. Okay, good. I didn't know I had a task of watering a growing crop. The carrots are ready, so we're going to grab those, and that's all that we really had planted. Later on in the game, I'll be planting all of the field. You can't make new fields. You only have the planting areas that are already there, and you can fill them up. And you can fill them with whatever you want, whatever is needed. You'll figure out what you need as time goes on. I did get another dandelion. It is 7 a.m. And I don't think I had clicked on this goddess statue yet. I wanted to make sure I had, because if I want to come back here quickly, if I'm in an area that has another goddess statue, I can use an apple to come back to that one, which is the closest one to my farm. So we're headed into town. We're supposed to see Jeremie the blacksmith, but there's fish. It's like, okay, there's fish here. Come on, little fishies. Oh, do you see that one dart away? Some of them seem to like it when you hit the bobber ripple. Some of them don't. Look at that one. Went right by me. It's like, come on. There, I got him. And that's a pike. That's our first time we've caught a pike. So, like, okay, maybe we can get a few more that we need. What's this? Another pike. Again, the type of fish that you catch is dependent on a number of things. Your own skill and the place you're fishing, the time of year that you're fishing, and the time of day that you're fishing. So all of those things matter. And the proverbs that you find, that could have information about the particular kind of fish. So let's say if you're trying to find a bunch of pike, then you might be able to use your information that you've gathered to figure out where they are. And I said hi to Jeffrey Black, and he said, go talk to Jeremie. Okay. Hi, Jeremie. We hadn't even met Jeremie before, so we're introducing ourselves. Uh-oh, heard all about me. Okay. If you need something at my forge, I won't keep you waiting. What? If you want to buy something, you need to talk to the other guy. Okay. Oh, and it says about the sickle. It says he's telling us that he doesn't have the ore that we need to make the sickle that we needed to buy. So he say, hey, go get your own ore. It's behind the house. You probably won't run into any knockers. It's like, okay. But just in case, it's nice knowing you. So he's too afraid to go to the mine, but he's going to send a child, a 13-year-old child. How very strange indeed. And what does he have to say? Best be careful in the mine. It's a health and safety nightmare, that place. So you guys are awesome, sending this little child into the mine. Good heavens. So they said that it was up behind their house, which I think there's eggs. Ollie's got to stop for the eggs. The mine is up behind the house. So I'm looking here to make sure. There's their house right there. Yeah, I verified that's where the Smith guys live. I love their name, Smith, because they're Smith. I mean, there's so much of that kind of stuff in this game. It's absolutely hilarious. Right next to the mine, I saw the pickaxe laying right there on the ground. So that gives us the tool we need to go in this mine and get some ore. Oh, I love the comedy, the humor. So what I'm doing is going to my inventory. The inventory system here is a little bit, I don't know what the word is. A lot of people have commented on it, and maybe they'll improve it. A little bit funky sometimes, quirky. So what I'm doing is I'm going to turn on my lantern. I'm going to grab my pickaxe, and your lantern, it lights up the area of wherever your mouse is pointing to. So you can see I'm pointing ahead of myself so that I can make sure I don't miss anything. I'm going to try to get as much ore as I can. And my first little play, when I started playing this, I didn't find that pickaxe until I was an adult. It's like, holy crap. Because I wasn't reading things carefully. I wasn't paying attention to everything that around me. So, I mean, I could have gotten, I forget how many days we are into the game. And I don't have a whole heck of a lot of time to be a child. So, anyway, I'm using my pickaxe on the ore I'm seeing. Here's a book to read. What is it? A plea. Something about these knockers, and I don't know what they are. I'm not sure. I will mention at this point that there is difficulty settings in the game for the monsters and things when you do end up having to fight something. And because I loathe and hate fighting in games, I made it so that the difficulty was very, very easy. Even at that, I don't know that it's going to be super easy, but at least it's better than super difficult. If you want more of a challenge, you can turn that up yourself. Found a mushroom, and the description is, I'm a fun guy. Fun guy. Oh my gosh, all these tongue-in-cheek jokes are just so cute and funny. It's like, it's just a little chuckle, and it makes this game so much fun to play. Part of the reasons that it makes this so much fun to play is things like that, finding these little gems of humor. And I noticed there was an exit, but it brought us into Cowpat Farm, and it's a shortcut. Well, that's great, but I don't want to be in Cowpat Farm right now. But that is a shortcut to get there. But I did happen to see a proverb, so I thought, well, let's go ahead and pick it up, and it's about cabbage. So, cool. Again, all these things do go back into your, I don't know what to call it, your inventory, your journal, whatever it is they call it, and you can go back and read it. So if I needed to know something about cabbage, I may already have some information about cabbage already. So we are back in Candlewitch Village, and I can turn off my lantern now and go down and see the Smith brothers and see if we can't make a sickle. I know a lot of people love the blacksmithing in this game, and I am not one of those people. So maybe it's because when I first tried it, absolutely failed so bad. I had to go back to the mine and find more ore. So it's like, holy good. So this is kind of what it looks like in blacksmithing. I'm going to give you, you're going to get a quick overview of it. Well, drop an anvil on my toe. He's surprised we survived the mine. It's like, really, guys? So he gives us a sickle mold and says to pull a chain on the forge. Okay. And have a good one, he says. Okay, okie dokie. So we pull the chain, and it's telling you this is a smithing apprenticeship. You have ore, and you have a sickle mold. So we put the mold there, and we put the tin ore in there, and we put it all together, and it's telling you what step by step how to do this. So you got to hold the bellows down, and it heats up the ore, pours it into the mold, and makes a sickle. So put it in the forge to heat it up, and then remove it. And it's a green marker that you're shooting for. So you put it on there and watch for that green spot. And I missed it. But my durability is plus 15. So now hammer the item into shape. And this, what it does here is you'll see it's going to put little round circles. Good and good. Perfect, it said. And a miss and a perfect. And durability is plus 20. So as you improve on what you've done, you're going to have a better item. So it said to put the item in the water and try to catch right on the green, and I caught on the red. So I did terrible. Durability 5. So now the sharpening part. And this is the part I absolutely hate with smithing. Absolutely. So what you're doing basically is holding your left and right mouse button down on your mouse if you're on PC. I don't have a controller, so it's PC mouse that I'm using. And I just have the worst time trying to hit that thing when you don't get it all at once. It's like, I'm sure that if I had more practice at it that I would get better, but I never really do. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm doing so bad. And you can see the quality of my poor little sickle. And they always look like swords like this, even though you're making something else. Sharpness 31. And it said it was done. Now, the first time I tried this, I failed twice. It was just a useless item. But I have a 1-star sickle, and it says it's going to go into my inventory, which is fine. Now, remember that I got more ore than I need. It said I needed 1, but when I first did this, I had to go back and get more, so I got all I could find. So we're going to craft another one. So again, we're going to use our bellows here. You have to keep clicking it, not hold it down, and it's going to make the sickle. We're going to put it in the fire and try to hit our mouse right on the green. And I think I kind of got close. Durability is 15. I think I'm in the orange. So I'm trying to hit it right on those red circles. And I think I'm doing better this time. Yep, each one was perfect. So durability 50. Now that's pretty good. So put it in the water and try to click when it's green, and I think I got it right on the green. Durability max. So all I gotta do now is sharpen it. Poor me. I hate this. Yeah. Yuck, yuck, yuck. And just like I said, I just don't do very good at this part of it. And I'm sure that with time, I mean, this is literally probably my 4th item that I've made in the game ever. So obviously I'm not going to be very good at it. But sharpness 31. So my item is a 2-star sickle. So that's pretty cool. And that goes into my inventory. So I decided at this point, I'm good. Now, you may or may not have noticed that time had been passing while I was doing that. You can see the dandelions over there. Time is passing when I'm doing stuff. So you can sit there and fall asleep. So I didn't want to do that. And he says, oh, you're going to make a fine smith. Come back to the forge anytime. But you need to provide your own ore. So you can make stuff if you want. You can improve your skills if you want. So you can come back here and make things. One thing I don't think I've mentioned in this particular episode is that one of the really cool features in this game is that you can, I'm going to go ahead and sell the one sickle that I had. I had two. One of them was 1 star. I'm going to go ahead and sell it. Sold for 3, so whatever. You can be store owners in this game if you want to. And there's 4 different ones, and we'll get to that before long. Hazelnut, I wanted to say hi to Hazelnut. She's the lady that's got cats sitting on top of her head. Like, okay. Nice to meet you, Hazelnut. You are crazy. Oh, what's wrong? She had an asterisk. She had something else she wanted to say. One of her kittens has gone missing. Please try to find him. Must have wandered into the woods. He's a climber, so check the trees. Okay. So in that case, it was like, oftentimes you'll get quests that are, you can accept or decline. And in that particular case, once you click on that one, it just assigned it to me. So I didn't have any option to decline the quest, which was fine. So, and it doesn't hurt your reputation to decline them. So we've accomplished our task. It's a little after 4 o'clock. And, oh, who's this? This is Pappy Cowe. Cowe? And what's he got? I would love to sample your cooking. Do you think you can make me something? Well, his relationship sure is bad, so maybe we can get him something that he really wants. Okay, we had, no, that's all we got. So, we're going to give him a gift. No, we're not. We're going to change my mind. You see, you can change your mind like that, and it doesn't hurt anything to do it. So we do have a task from him, and that is cook him something and bring it back to him. And just in case, check the river. Do you see any fish? I don't see any. Oh, okie dokies. What time is it? It's 5 o'clock. I was trying to see if I can get closer to the river on the other side. I wasn't sure if I could go fishing over there, and I don't think I can. Again, that looks like that's a place that's going to open up later. Oh, look at this. I found a map stone. I know what I was trying to do. I was thinking, what am I doing? I wanted to try to find all the map stones really quick for this particular, I guess they call them regions. And because I want to open all this up. That's what I was doing. And I'm not having too much luck here. I think this one has kind of a hard one to find, it seems like. Some of them are really easy and some are like not so easy. And not where you would expect it. And it's now 6 p.m. It's like, come on. And I wasn't sure. I don't know if I clicked on that goddess yet or not. You want to be sure and click on those goddess stones just so that you've, discovered. So that one I've discovered. Now I can come here. If I'm in a hurry, I can go from any place. Oh, and I can't. Oh, look at that. It bounced. That's cool. Lettuce location. So it bounced. It hit the edge, but then it bounced up to the proverb. So I was able to go ahead and grab that one. Oh, here's a map stone. And a proverb. Grave lilac. Okay. Map stone. And I have one more to find, it says. In this area. And I grabbed a dandelion. It is 7 p.m. or after 7 p.m. And it's like, oh, look at all the fishies together. I love it when they're all together. Let's get one. Oh, river trout. Yes. So that made me want to fish all the river trout. Because we need a bunch to take back to our twig for increasing our fishing. So you're always kind of keeping an eye out for those kinds of things. Or whatever is important to you. To me, that's important to me. Is working on those skills and kind of following the story, I guess, is what the term I've heard used when people said I can't find such and such, and so the answer oftentimes is follow the story. That's how you're going to get whatever it is you were looking for. I'd swear that I clicked right on that fish. Sometimes they really annoy me. And come on now, it's after 8 o'clock. I still haven't found the map stone. That was my whole entire reason for being over here. So I don't see it anywhere. I know it's here somewhere, I just don't know where. It's like, come on. Gotta work within the limitations of being a child. Means I gotta be in bed by 11. The music in this game is just absolutely very relaxing, very delightful, but I've got it turned down so that I don't get in trouble for that. But it is really, really nice. So, but on the other hand, I always turn music down in games. Once I've heard certain music, like in a certain town or whatever the case may be, I generally turn the music down almost all the way, because I don't want to keep hearing the music. It kind of bugs me. But it is very relaxing music. This is a really nice, relaxing game to play. And so I'm glad to be able to share it with you. And Adventures of Rhiannon. Never know where Rhiannon's going to end up. Which world? Uh-oh. It is 10 p.m. So we only got 60 real life seconds, or 1 in-game hour, to get our behind to bed, or we will fall asleep on the ground. That's what happens when you get fishing all the time. Oh, we got fruits. Can't pass up the fruits. Fruit. We're going to need them eventually. I like it when I hit one and it lands right on me. Are we going to make it to bed in time? We're going to try. Come on. Shoo! We made it in the nick of time. And we'll sleep till 6 a.m. And we got 6 brass waiting for us. We got a whole bunch of tasks that we finished, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, talk to our sibling. So sibling thinks there's something going on with Uncle Bill, maybe some kind of ulterior reasons for having you. Today's an ordinary day, like any other day. Have you been to the notice board in the village? It's just the opposite of the goods store. It's worth checking there to see if any of the villagers need some help. While you're down there, a pig auction day. Can't afford a new pig, but why don't you nip down to the auction stall and get some experience? So our task is to read the notice board in the village. And we showed him the sickle, so good. And so he's kind of give us some information and about the sickle, which he sent us to get. So that gives us a sickle, which can be used all kinds of ways. I tend to use it a lot on the weeds. So look at our task for today. And today is also Uncle Bill's 56th birthday. And we are supposed to read the notice board today. And while we're at the farm still, we're going to see anything. Oh, look at this. We can get our wheat. Kind of harvest anything that's ready. Got a couple of cabbages here. And that's all we had planted. And I know it's too soon. You cannot get another daffodil until the one goes away and the little round centerpiece is gone as well. So that's when you can, I started to go down. I wanted to do something else. I started to go down. I started to say you cannot get another, you don't need to get a new one until the daffodil is completely gone. Then I thought, oh yeah, I need to cook, but I got to take it at 7 p.m. to Pappy Cowe. So I thought, well, let's go ahead and do a little cooking. So we have everything we need for simpleton stew. That's that first recipe that Mother Hubbard gave us. And it tells you your ingredients that you need. It doesn't tell you what quality. And if I recall, the simple stew needed to be, I think, 2-star. I'm not sure. Keep an eye on your heat. And here's the part I really don't like, is the chopping. I'm so bad at it. And if you don't get it the first time, it comes back and says, you got to get this one. Well, I missed it the second time. So now I go on the third time. Ugh, that's terrible. And that hurts your score of your quality of your food. The worse you do in the called the mini game. So there we go. Got all that done. Yeah, we need to watch our temperatures a little bit low. So I think there is a bug on this right here, and I don't know if it's been turned in. You can't see the lever on the simpleton stew. You can't see it, so I need to make sure that that's been posted. If you ever come across any bugs, please be sure that you report them in the Discord. There's a bug forum there, simpleton stew. So I made a simpleton stew. So good. I'm glad I did that. That's kind of the cooking feature. And let's see here. Where are we at? It's 7 a.m. And we need to go to read that bulletin board in the village. And go ahead and pick those up. Those come in so handy. You can use them. Like if I'm in the middle of nowhere and I can't see the time and I can't find another one, you can throw one on the ground and pick it up. You can also feed them to the pig. Let's see here. I'm trying to put my tools where they go and show you how the sickle works. You can hit weeds. And there's other instances where that's really important, so we'll keep remembering that. We also need to keep track of what we're supposed to be doing. We just go to the bulletin board, but there's fish. Fish. Come on, fish. Grab on. I gotcha. All right, a pike. I'm wondering if the pike is a morning fish. I'm not sure. It seems like I catch more in the morning times when I'm walking through here. Come on, guys. Quit hiding from me. I know you're here somewhere. Come out, wherever you are. I saw him down here, and it's like, ugh. Yeah, they're hiding in the bushes. So I'm waiting for him. So come on out. Not happening. It's already 9 o'clock. We need to get going. We have too much to do. And as soon as I start to walk off, I see one. That makes me come back. And he's still not jumping on. And I've got the volume turned way down, but when you catch one, it makes a noise, so you know you've caught one. And we'll grab that dandelion. If I do call it a daffodil, I apologize. It's a dandelion. I'll try to remember so I say the right thing. I know what I mean. Okay, notice board. Birthday present wanted. All right, hugs are fine, but a gift. Okay, Uncle Bill wants a gift. Someone wants 9 gassy apples and 20 pears, and they'll pay $94 for it. It's like, do I want that one? And here's a dropped item. Those aren't too hard usually, especially at the beginning here, and we need the gold. So we did what was asked of us. We checked the board, and we've got hamburger, present for Uncle Bill. Will you cook something? And we have cooked something. Now we just need to go find Pappy Cowe and deliver it to him. But there's fish. Oh my goodness. Believe me, I do have a method to my madness. It's just some things that I know that makes fishing good, and it really helps if you don't fish right on the dock, but off the dock. Whoop. What in the heck happened there? I am not sure. I really like it when I hit it right on them. And if you hit like I mentioned before, sometimes hitting the F to make a ripple makes the fish come to you, and sometimes it makes them run away. So I don't know which fish do. Gotcha. Cointail. Yes, and there was somebody we didn't know. Ned Scrumpy. All right. Hi, Ned. Have a good one yourself. Looks like my fishing skill is almost getting ready to go to another level. So let's see what we got here. I saw these fish swimming around up here, and I want them. They're not getting on my rod. Come on here. I have a reason. Come on, fish. I'm trying to make money. Really, 45 brass. I keep remembering what the coins are called. 45 brass for a 13-year-old child. That is not too shabby. So we'll keep going here for a minute or two. It's the money I'm after, really. But then I hit my that away so I can continue to go find Pappy Cowe. I realize it's getting late. It's after 11 a.m. It's like, okay, where is he? Where do I go? This way or that way? Oh, too funny. That's a goddess statue. I wanted to click on that so I can be sure that in case we wanted to come back this way. And cuckoo wood, so we can see who lives in that house. Pick up a dandelion. It's like, where am I going? Oh yeah. I love the that way. I love the pun, and I just love how it works. It's like, oh, look, I've got fish. I've got time. Let's get that fish. Ha! Ooh, a coin tail. As we recall, coin tails are more valuable than the other two fish we were fishing up. Come on. Come on to my rod, please. And they don't like that at all. See, swam right by it. And the other one was repelled. I want you to notice that there's a chest in that house. And how you get those chests is you get to know the family members that live in the house. You make best friends with them. And then you continue to give them gifts. And eventually they will give you numbers of the 3-digit code to open the chest. And you can have whatever inside. So it's a good idea to befriend people. Oh, look at this. I'm now novice level fisher lady. So awesome. Then notice it's 1 o'clock. Oh, come on. It's 1 o'clock. I gotta get going here. But I want to fish. There's fish in here. Look at this. Caught right on his head, a coin tail. So hello there. Quit running away from my bobber. Thank you. Where'd your buddy go? And again, the type of fish and the quality of fish that you fish up will go up with your level as you go. Oh, look at these. What are these? These are the cockadoos. And those are really a good item to have. And I'm sidetracked again because I saw another fish. And even though it is 2 o'clock, I'm putzing around because I like fishing and because I want money. There's lots of things we need money for as we go on, aside from our seeds that we need to grow things on our farm. I really want that guy. Got him. All right. 2-star coin tail. Oh, looky over there. Proverb. And a proverb for parsley. All right. Love the proverbs. They can really help us out. Oh no, I found more fishing areas, but no fish, I don't think. I see a proverb though. For time. Awesome. And we got ourselves blood few. As I've mentioned before, be sure you collect and pick up everything you come across. I'm looking for the map stones and other things, but you know, I wanted to mention that anything you see on the ground that you can pick up. It doesn't you don't run out of inventory space, so that's kind of cool. Oh my goodness, what time is it? Oh yeah, that's right, I can't go till 7, so I might as well wander around here. Look up here, looks like a little house. Oh, a rainfish. Apparently we can catch them when it rains. That's cool. So I'm just wandering around this whole area looking for things to fish, looking for collectibles, looking for proverbs. Oh, look here. There's a primrose. Oh, and a goddess statue. Hello. So now that we've seen this one, we'll be able to come back here. So fast travel is nice. Let's us get to and from places quickly. Let's see, what time is it? It's almost 5 o'clock now. And we need to see Pappy at 7. Oh, guess who? The crazy cat lady. She could be my sister. Now she said that there was a cat missing, and she said it was in the woods, and she said it was in said watch the trees. And that's her homestone. So it shows her, and it shows her relationship. Oh, a proverb. There's so many shiny things. It's like, what was I doing? I don't remember. Oh, so many things. And what's funny or interesting to me is I've played over 70 hours and I have not even begun to scratch the surface. Now, not paying attention to what she told me, if you need to pay attention, life is much easier. She said the cat was in a tree. And so I don't have a finished task with her. So that cat that I just told to follow me, was not the cat that we're looking for. So I'm going to tell it to stop following me because I don't want it to follow me anymore. I thought it was a missing cat because it was kind of out and about. But if I'd really read what she said it was in a tree. So really, it really does pay to pay close attention to what's being said. Mapstone. 3 more to find. There's 3 more? Like, some of these map areas are pretty big, and they have more mapstones. And what did I catch? A pond lurker. So you have to really look for some of them. And sometimes it becomes a mission. It's like, I am going to get all these mapstones. So again, I'm keeping an eye on the time. It's after 6. Actually, it is now, I think, no, it's just still 6. I can take Pappy his dish after 7 p.m. Found another proverb for Basil. And I picked up a cockadoo. Something else, another one? Another cockadoo. Meow. So there's another cat on the ground. Was I paying attention? No. I thought this was the one. So I'm running back over here, and I really shouldn't be because it's 7 o'clock, I believe. Let's find out. Yes, it's 7 o'clock, which is the time that I'm supposed to go see Pappy. But I thought, well, if I could get this quest done too, that would be a good thing. 2 birds, 1 stone, etc. So again, I click on her, and no. I would like to gift you this cat that's following me. Stop following me. So if you wanted to, you can have all these cats follow you and take them home. So now I was like, okay, where's Pappy? I need to find Pappy and deliver his food. He wanted me to cook meal using grown ingredients, and he didn't specify what kind of meal. It's like, which, and look who, oh my gosh. Right there in the tree. Oh my heavens. It's so embarrassing when you make mistakes like that and you go back and watch the recording and you realize you made the mistake. It's like, oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing. Never mind, you didn't see anything. I am in the region, it says. I just got to find Pappy. There's Tom. And okay, well, these guys don't like me at all. I don't know why. I haven't done anything to hurt our relationship. And Pappy, where's Pappy? Hopefully before everybody goes to bed. Oh, I don't see him in here. And who else we got coming inside? Who's that? Millie. Hi, Millie. Gosh, why does this family don't like me? I don't know why. Now, I bet this old guy in the wheelchair is Pappy. What do you want? Yeah, it's Pappy. So you click on gift and task, and I have an option of giving him either blueberry jam or simpleton stew. And since he didn't care, and all it was blueberries, sure. It doesn't cost me anything. And 5 brass for my trouble. I'm up to 50. So that's cool. So let's see. I could do locations, date, spot. See, it doesn't show me everything because I haven't opened up this whole map yet. So I'm not sure if there is a I forgot that there was a statue here to get home quickly because it is now going on 9 o'clock. So that only gives us less than 2 hours or less than 2 real life minutes to get our behinds home. I do see there's a statue over to the side. That's what we're going to do. In the beginning, apples are very important because they can get you where you need to go much faster. Druid Cross is the closest one to our home. So we are going to do a super quick fast travel. And we're in Druid Cross. It's after 9 o'clock. And we need to make sure we're in bed by 11. So it's like, okay, what can I do? Have I fished here today? Don't know the answer to that question. And so the temptation is to go up here and check, and there was a fish floating around. I saw a couple. And it says I'm feeling sleepy. But it's like, oh, but if I could only catch one of these fish. So I wanna. Yeah. Ooh, a moonfish. A moonfish. In 70 hours, I've never caught a moonfish. I think it's because I don't fish in the dark very much. So it looks like I'm going to have to get over my aversion to playing at night, which almost all games, if there's a day-night cycle, I tend to only play during the day. And then I thought, oh my gosh, don't forget the fruits. Fruits. I mean, it is really getting late, and I'm not paying attention to the time because I got sidetracked. It's like, okay. And look, I fell down. Now this comes back to really bite me in the behind. And with that, I think that's a good place to stop our episode. So thank you again for watching. I do appreciate it. Please subscribe if you haven't yet. It helps YouTube like me better, and it lets me know I'm doing something that other people find valuable. So I do appreciate you, and the most important thing is that you have a wonderful rest of your day.